Yeah. Welcome back to another edition of the Cruising Podcast. I'm your host, Andrew Cruz, and today is Tuesday, January 9th. Woo! Where you can find the Cruising Podcast is on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Patreon, YouTube, and anywhere else you can find podcast needs is where you can find the Cruising Podcast. Also, where you can find latest updates of the show is on Instagram at Cruising Podcast, also on Twitter at Nicetown Finance. Woo! I know, I understand. That's on me. I would just like to say this. I have had the worst luck with my car in the past couple days. Okay. I just want to make sure everybody understands what is going on. So I popped my tire on Thursday, and that has now started a series of events that have now culminated in some shitty mechanic apparently punching a hole or some shit. I don't know what they did to the rotor or whatever, something that was going into the rotor. They, yeah, I don't know cars that well, but I know that the parking brake is not just supposed to drop and start working onto um one tire while you're driving almost, I don't know, 40 to 50 miles per hour. I don't think the parking brake's supposed to do that while you're doing that, driving around a corner. I don't know. A little unsafe in that case. So yeah, after my tire was popped and I got a new one in, I'm trying to understand how someone punched in one of the spokes that's supposed to like put in the lug nut. Apparently somebody punched that in and it got loose and is stuck in a strut right now. So now I have to now I'm waiting. And apparently they're talking about it's going to cost almost $1,000 to fix. And I'm telling you this right now that Discount Tire, yeah, I'm calling you guys out. Discount Tire, y'all got some explaining to do with y'all fucking mechanics. This is apparently the second time y'all fucked my car up. Okay. Um the first time apparently actually from one Discount Tire from the other have said that I had one of those little spokes things spinning. Apparently they couldn't get the car off, I mean get the tire off. They actually needed a I needed to go to a mechanic to get it broken off. So I guess I got kind of forced to go to a mechanic and get it broken off. And for them punching the thing through, uh, yeah, the piece that got lodged in there and broke everything and did a lot of damage. Thank you. Thank you, Discount Tire, for fucking my car up. So here we are, and you're lucky that I can get to work because we would definitely be raining down hell, Karen style, for sure. Um, it actually still probably will because that just what the fuck were y'all doing? And I hope y'all listen to this. I hope you hear this. I hope you understand that, yeah, I don't know how to prosecute that through the full form of the law, but you fucked my car up and then we got problems. I'm very upset. I'm very angry because it's taking money in my pockets that I had like plans for. So for that, fuck you. You know what I'm saying? That's just pretty much where we're at with that. Um, yeah, I just want to put that out there, just out of the anger that I have felt for the past couple fucking days because some stupid fucks don't know how to fix a goddamn fucking tire. So that's where we're at with that. Sorry, had to go off. And also I didn't say God. I said GOT. Okay, just making sure everybody understands. That is my saying because I'm pissed. I'm angry and I'm not. Oh my god. Oh. Woo. Also, for the past week, I'm sorry, I was supposed to have a podcast like a while ago, like a week ago, but I ended up getting sick. Not sick, but like I got a cold, and my colds are worse than most people's colds because they feel like flu-like symptoms. And yeah, I hate that in Texas somehow it decides to say, "Hey, you know what we're gonna do today? We're gonna get cold as fuck." And so now we're cold, and change of weather has definitely kicked my ass. So and also my lips are windburnt. You probably can't tell, but they are windburnt, and it sucks all the asses because it itches so bad. Don't I don't advise people to not wear like kind of a mask around their lips. You know what I mean? Especially when you got voluptuous lips like myself and juicy. You know what I'm saying? Mwah, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. That's where we're at with that part of the story. Um, I'm very, very I'm angry, because it's cold, and also I don't have my car, so I'm very, very pissed off about that part of the story. But you know what? That's life, man. Life is going to throw you some lemons, and I gotta make some lemonade out of this motherfucker. So, also, so the podcast today is supposed to be about Netflix coming out this year, swinging. Yeah. Yeah, don't watch if you're watching the video portion. I don't know what the fuck I was doing. Please do not judge me. Um, I want to say this. I know it came out last year, technically. A lot of y'all are haters. I thought Rebel Moon was good. I wouldn't say great. I'm not saying it's world breaking. I'm not saying any of that. I feel like that was a more action packed Dune. If but here's what I wish they did. Here's what I wish they did. They should have made the first, if you were going to do parts of it, I would have made the first part like a space heist, like a heist movie, like a kind of Guy Ritchie style type movie. With especially if you got Charlie Hunnam in there. And I'm sitting here watching. I'm just like, you could have just did Guy Ritchie style and like built the team up to go fight this big galactic order. You know what I'm saying? Like, is Zack Snyder's kind of take on like a really more, I don't know, a more darker Star Wars, if that makes sense. I don't know how to really explain it. I really think if they just made it kind of like a heist film, the first one, I think that people probably would have been more down with it. I think they did so much of the storyline in the first movie, and they killed, to me, very important characters in the first movie. I mean, for the first movie, they killed a lot of characters that you wouldn't have thought die in the first movie. But I think it sets up for other characters to kind of like flourish, to have a motive to, fight against this big galactic order. And also what's kind of cool is that they had a guy, two actors that played the same character on Game of Thrones. Now, I don't know why I can't right now, but I cannot remember his name. And he was one of my favorite characters on Game of Thrones. It's a crazy one. The one that was like the one that was kind of protecting Daenerys. Hold on, let me see. Hold on. Two actors, one character, Game of, because he got like the dude got replaced literally the next season. He only played one season, and they went to a different actor the next. And I think he played the rest of the time. What's the name of that place? Game. Oh, okay. Because I don't know how to fucking spell game. Because spelling is hard. I don't know why I forgot his name. It bothers the hell out of me. It's gonna make me upset once I um not Greyjoy. It's credited cast. Fuck. Literally the same fucking actors. I mean, two of the same. It's gonna bother me. It's gonna bother me, and this is what we're going to do right here. Um, what's bro's name? Directed. Why do I give a shit about that? Oh my god, Davos. Is it Davos? No, it's not Davos. We're lying to ourselves. Yeah, I'm gonna find this shit now. Now we are in there. Okay, so it's not Davos. It's not Grey Garden Mountain. No, fuck no, it's not the mountain. Not Ramses because he was a shit. Actually, Ramsey was a pretty piece of shit person. Let's see, man. See, man, It's so the problem with Game of Thrones is okay. Let me tell y'all what the problem with Game of Thrones is. I know y'all probably looking at me like, what is he looking at? I'm trying to find his fucking name. It's not Tormund, right? No, not Grey Worm, not Bronn. There was only one Bronn, of course. One Bran fucking sucked. Was it Jorah? No, it wasn't him. Jamie, no, it was only one Jamie Lannister. Fuck me, man. Oh man, this is gonna bother the shit out of me. I just can't. Once I see the name, all right. So just in case y'all don't know about me, man, this is gonna be a little bit, a little bit inside. Yo, the problem with Game of Thrones is this: there's way too many characters. Like I needed all this. Shit, man, he had to be fucking somewhere. Well, old boy played in the first Deadpool. The first one, the first dude played in. I mean, I think he's the first one. Deadpool 1. Let me see. Deadpool 1. Yeah. First 10 years. What? Oh, hold on. We're gonna do something real quick. We're gonna try to figure this shit out. Please do not judge me for what I'm doing right now. I know this is bad. It's probably bad podcasting, but I am like, there's just way too many characters. Something might play by accident. Um, oh, actually, my sound is off, so that's good. And we completely fucked this off. Okay, let's try this again. We're gonna do this again, guys. I'm sorry. This is gonna bother me. That's why. It's mostly why. Maybe I should have paused the podcast there, but who cares? You know what I mean? We're here now. You're with me. Fuck me. Fuck. All right. Ah, damn it. But what I was trying to do is, well, Rebel Moon to me was, I thought it was a good space epic for the first movie. I think that was a good introduction to most of the characters that we are seeing. We're I guess we're finding out more and more about the characters. Next, what was in April? I think the next I think the next movie comes out in April. I I really didn't see anything wrong with it. Maybe other people can see something wrong, like, oh man, well there was the CGI problem or something like that. I don't know how to really explain it. Ajax, Ed Screen, that's his name. Ed Screen. I remember him now. That's his name. Um, yeah, man. I mean, I think the only thing was like they tried to do like it was kind of campy. Some of the stuff was a little campy. Some of it was like predictable type. And you sit there watching, just like, this could be. It's kind of corny, but like at the same time, it's like you could have just let it be a space opera. I don't understand why y'all just didn't do that part of the story. Okay, so he was Ajax. I'm sorry, y'all. This is gonna fucking bother me. Mona Lisa and the Blood Man. Interesting. I could be weird. Get weird with that. It, right? Wasn't he Game of Thrones? Dario. Yes, there we go. Dario. Yes, yes. There. Fuck, man. That was gonna bother shit out of me. Dario. Yeah. Remember Dario now. Yeah. Okay. All right. We're going back. Okay. We're going back. I'm sorry. Sorry, my fault. I don't know why that was gonna bother me. I'm sorry, that was gonna bother the shit out of me. Yeah, he was the first Dario, Ed Scream was, and then the second guy whose name I can't remember, who's the farmer, was Dario for the rest of the time. And I would just like to say that I think everyone really I think as an ensemble cast, this was a really good one. And I don't know, I always the one African dude that's always in every movie, always the big black guy or something like that, or the African guy. The I want to fuck his name up because he was in Gran Turismo too. He was also in Gran Turismo. Very good movie, by the way. Underrated. I don't think it's talked about enough. But he did a good job too as like the general, as like a former disgraced general. And the story is awesome. I like the story. You know what I'm saying? It's this girl that was adopted after it's pretty hold on. Here's what I'm gonna do. This is Gamora. If Gamora broke away from Thanos by herself. That's exactly who she is. That's what it is. Yep. She fought in the war and was like, they, no, they don't really give a damn about us. So I'm just gonna go to this farming planet, and hide out for a while. And the dude that plays the first Dario, Ed Screen, he comes onto the planet, and you think that, like, they're just trying to take over, and of course he's taking over with an iron fist. And she's apparently is a total badass that no one knows. Hold on, what is this? That okay, cool. That no one knows there. So it's like she's just a complete badass and didn't know that and then she has to recruit a whole squad, including my boy Charlie Hunnam. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that's my guy, man. I don't know what Jax from Sons of Anarchy, just in case people don't know who Charlie Hunnam is. Um, I like I said, if they made it into a space heist, I would have been way more into this. I think more people would have too. So I don't know. I don't understand the hate around it, but there shouldn't be. There should definitely not be any hate around this movie. I thought it was passable. It wasn't like a terrible movie. I really don't think so. I think there's just haters because of Zack Snyder. I think Zack Snyder has definitely put a bad taste in a lot of people's mouths for some reason. I mean, like, I think that the Snyder cut was fantastic. I think it needing to be 3 to 4 hours to actually flesh out a story was fantastic. I wonder if there's a Snyder cut of this movie, because it feels like this got cut a little bit, like they cut to certain places where they shouldn't have cut. And I don't know. Maybe it was supposed to be longer, and Netflix was like, "Nah, homie, we ain't about to do all this. We already paid a lot of money to Cowboy Bebop and also One Piece, and we're gonna sit here and let you." Goodness gracious! Sorry, y'all. I don't know why I'm so tired. Mm. Yawn alert. That's two. But yeah, man. And they were like, "Look, man, we ain't got enough money, and so you need to get this right the first time." And I think that's what it was. But Rebel Moon, I thought it was good. I once again, I had minimal problems with it, but the show, I think, probably should have 100% Rotten Tomatoes. That, to me, for a Netflix show, is not being talked about enough right now. Is the brother son, the brother soon, son, whatever, soon son, however you want to explain. No, you know what? That's how they say it. I'm going to say it how the way they say it. The brother soon. I want to say this. This show was amazing. First of all, it's the action of it, because when they put it on as a description, they said it's like John Wick mixed with Warrior or something like that. I think that's what it was. It was like John Wick mixed with Warrior, which in some cases it is. In other cases, it's like it's his own animal. Like the fighting on here, my man's is fighting people with paring knives. Yes, he fought someone with a paring knife. Yeah, it's kind of John Wick. But the action sequences, like, they do rival Warrior. I think the action sequence was blah, blah, blah. The action sequences were amazing. Due to Warrior being canceled, I definitely see the lead actor of this show, whose name I did not ever get. Um Charles, the guy that plays Charles. I'm gonna say this. I think if they needed an antagonist for like the next season of Warrior, because we are going to get a next season of Warrior. It's going to happen on Netflix. Don't worry. But if we get it, whenever we get this next season of Warrior, I see him as a really, really good antagonist to Assam. I I see it. I see that this dude he can rival him in so many ways. He's just as stoic, just he can just be just as quiet and everything like that. And also he can have a redemption arc very quickly too. I really think that this show needs to be talked about a lot more. I'm sorry. This has to be talked about a lot more. The action sequences alone and the family drama, the whole thing. Like, I know you guys are probably like, what is the show about? Oh, my bad. Let me tell you what the show is about. So there is this guy, son, that's doing something before he has to kill a bunch of people. in literally the first 5 minutes of of the show. No, literally the first 2 minutes of the show, we're already getting people getting cut in the most unique ways possible. And he has to he pretty much is trying to figure out, get to the bottom of this other secret organization, or he thinks that there's another rival triad group. Like his dad and him are like the the 1A and 1B captains or whatever leaders of their triad group. And they're really trying to find out why they are being attacked, who's attacking them, and what are they, I mean, pretty much like the fuckery about that. The problem is that he has a mother and a brother that live in LA, that live a completely separate life, completely different life than he does in Taiwan. So what happens is he has to go to LA to pretty much go protect his mom and brother. And you find out more secrets about the mother, and the brother doesn't, the brother's just as clueless as ever. But his best friend TK is hilarious. I think that this show definitely did a amazing job at like putting comedy, family heart, and like just brutal act, and I mean brutal action in this show for 8 episodes. Oh my goodness. And it's just so well acted. By the way, Michelle is Michelle Yo. I'm gonna mess her name up. The one from everything everywhere all at once or some shit like that. Whatever the fuck the name is. The one the time travel one. Where she's beating shit out of people. I think this she is starting to become like a very, very she's a really good actress. And I don't watch a lot of, so I probably do need to watch that movie a little bit more too. But like, what the fuck was that? Okay, that was weird. But I think that she's starting to become a really big actress right now. And that's amazing. Like I said, Netflix came out swinging because next month we get Warrior. Next month, Warrior comes to Netflix, and we will be coming there in droves for Warrior. I'm just putting it out there. Yeah, man. I think that we I think that we're at an age, or at an age of cinema right now, or television, to where these fight scenes are allowed to be more brutal without like really without too much CGI. Like it looks very practical what they did in this show. And the fight scenes, like I said, were very well choreographed. The shooting and things like that, very, very well. Doesn't look like somebody's just faking. They like it looks like they did the training possible to make it look real. And I appreciate that. It's a beautiful movie. I mean show. I think it's 8 episodes, if I remember correctly. Yeah, it's 8 episodes. Like the twists and turns, that all that stuff. Like you don't know who to trust, things like that. Like this show is just, man, it's gonna make you cry, it's gonna make you laugh, it's gonna make you be like, things like that. Oh man, it's gonna be I highly sorry, I highly advise y'all to go watch the show. I highly advise it. Also, if you are watching Netflix, I haven't watched the stand up special yet, but of course Dave Chappelle dropped another one. So and yeah, I definitely think you guys should definitely go watch it. I hear it's one of the more funnier ones in recent history, even though Dave Chappelle can never miss to me, so it doesn't really matter. Um, I did have other shit. Where's my phone at? That's weird. Oh, there we are. Okay. I did have other stuff. What else did I have? Oh no, talk about that. So I'm just gonna put this out here for a disclaimer. Um, tomorrow, probably I'm gonna try to have a show tomorrow too. Um, we're gonna be talking about how HBO Max has pissed me off. HBO Max, the app, has pissed me off. Also, we will be congratulating the Michigan Wolverines on the championship season, and possibly the new future coach of the Philadelphia Eagles, John Harbaugh. No, I'm joking. I want to talk about. We're going to talk about that one too. I just Jim Harbaugh, not John. That's Jim, right? That's Jim. Yeah, his name is Jim. They look the same because they're brothers. Not racist, but no. But seriously though, yeah, we're going to talk about the HBO app pissing me off, or Max app, whatever the fuck it's called, pissing me off. And then also, talking about football a little bit, saying getting ready for the champion for the playoffs to start. And congratulations to the Michigan Wolverines on winning the NCAA championship for first time in 26 of them years. So I guess that's the episode for today. We're going to be doing a Patreon episode a little soon. So if you guys are a part of the Patreon, please go check it out, baby, because we're going to have some day. I'm telling y'all, man, I'm not playing around about this content this year or forever after this. We're doing big things. There's going to be possible scheduling and shit. It's going to be amazing. I'm very excited about this. I'm excited because I have a new energy for this. So and not the yawning. I'm sorry. Not I have a new energy to making more and more content for you guys, making better content for you guys. And it's just we're gonna get there. Big things are coming. Big things come, big things popping and little things stopping. Big things popping and little things. Sorry, Ti, I won't go too far. Y'all do not own the rights to any of that. So with that, I would like to say I love all of you. Don't do anything I wouldn't do. Where you can find the Cruising Podcast is on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Patreon, YouTube, and anywhere else you can find podcast needs. That's where you can find the Cruising Podcast. Also, where you can find latest updates of the show is on Instagram at Cruising Podcast, also on Twitter at Nicetown Finance. And with that, I would like to say I love all of you. Don't do anything I wouldn't do, and I'll catch you guys later. Deuces.